On top of the world, sitting on the throne, king of Chevys, and my lack is a two-door Brougham. Hey, hey, West Coast, sitting on top of the world.
Welcome to the King of Chevy Presents. We're about to come through with another smash hits for you guys. I'm Tweet.
I'm Fuzz.
And I'm Big Rat.
We sitting down with the homie, my brother, Big Rat, the owner of Supernatural Hydraulics, as well as the founder. Are you the president of Supernatural as well?
Yes, I
Or just
am.
the founder?
I'm both.
Oh, okay, because I know some people, usually be founders and then,
You gonna let him talk slick to
Well,
you
that's
like that?
some people. I'm not some people.
I
I
just
know
want-
we're gonna get it right.
Hey, for the record, y'all, I just want to clarify it. So you are the founder and the president.
Yes, I am.
Okay, what's happening, man? How you been, man? What's going on
I'm
with
relaxed.
you, boy?
I'm over here kicking it with my folks, and I'm trying to represent what we got going on today.
So what's going on with Big Rat these days? Tell us what's going
Right now,
on
I'm
with Big
just
Rat.
trying to stay out the way, watch this coronavirus, and live our life, man. And out here do a little riding.
That's right.
So how long you been riding for, Rat?
Ooh, since about 68, I guess.
58 what?
68. I
Oh,
didn't say
68.
58. I was
Okay,
born in
okay,
59.
okay.
So
Oh.
how can I be
Oh,
58?
I didn't know,
You
man.
sure putting extras on extras.
But I'm saying I got a high frequency loss of hearing, so sometimes I didn't hear. You know what I mean?
Tell him what year again? The best year, huh?
My best year, I was born in 59.
Oh, you was born in 59.
That's why I had a 59.
Okay.
See?
That makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
makes
pretty
sense.
much. So what's the business?
So the thing is, have you had a chance to watch any or hear any of our podcasts?
Yes, I did.
What you
they
think
brought
of
it to
them?
my attention. It was nice. It was
Nice?
it was a nice interview. I heard a little, some of the things it's not 100%. So that's
Oh.
why I'm here today to correct the records because it wasn't brought to my attention right. So I want to clarify this right now with you.
Like what?
Like you had my oldest son on the show.
Oh, you talking about Punch?
Yeah, the Big Punchie.
Big Punch.
Yeah. And I heard a few little article things that y'all was speaking on.
Yeah.
And y'all wasn't keeping 100.
Oh, so let's correct it, man. You gotta
Wait,
correct
wait,
it.
Well, first thing we got to find out what it was first.
That's what I'm getting ready to
That
say.
part.
That's just what I'm going to get to because he said we wasn't keeping it 100. Everything I said is going to be 100 to my recollection.
Right.
And don't penalize me if my memory is kind of foggy. So
It's very
you
foggy,
know,
by the way.
but go ahead though.
I heard.
So tell me what you had a little conflict of interest about.
Well, I would like Fuzzy to ask me this question.
Okay,
because-
okay.
because I want you to realize what this was really about.
Did Big Punchie ever beat you?
No. That's how he became my son.
Beat him like what?
Jumping, hopping.
Oh, okay. You got to clarify because they might be
Hopping.
talking about beating on your knees.
Okay, has
or
Big
something. I don't
Punchie ever
know.
beat you in hopping?
No.
And that's how he became your son? Tell us how he became your son.
He became my son through an episode. We was at Fridays in the marina. And I just had, my daughter was maybe 2 years old. So I had a 4-speed 4 at that time. And they was woofing, oh, Punch looking for you, woo, woo, woo. So we catch him in the marina. So I couldn't get in, so they had it packed up. So I jumped over the curb, climb over the curb easy, got up in there. So as I banged the gears to get up in there, we see each other. He had his girlfriend with him. He don't have no kids yet now. The kids wasn't born yet, no kids.
No kids.
I brought the episode, that's why he got all these kids now. You know what I mean? So we was having a ball,
Well, what was he in? What was Punchie?
He was in the 4.
He was in the 4? That
Yeah.
hot 4 that made him Big Punchie?
His first purple 4, I think it was the purple one. And I had a beige 4 with a 4-speed, so I got up in there, and the crowd was all in there, everybody hoop banging and stuff. But it all turned out cool, the little motorcycle. Well, they wasn't on motorcycle, they was on bicycles, little police ride, they do the lot. And they told us, go and take off. So he took off, because he like, I'm going to get him. He took
He
off.
thought he had one.
Right, but the tables turned. He looked over his hood, but he seen another hood over his hood. And that's when we became real close. We always arrived, mess with each other, but we got real close after that. And that became my oldest boy. Because I had my son with me. Then there go your there go your brother over there. So we cool, but I just heard that statement y'all made
So
the other day.
you just wanted to fix that from the gate.
I want to fix that, and I'm going to fix another episode that he spoke on about Dave. Remember he said something about Dave when Zeus was standing on the hood and all that? Okay, we left from there and went to the skating ring. I was there, I seen that. He's standing on the hood, so I think Dave had beat him. So Punchie was saying Dave never,
Dave at Big Punchie?
beat Zeus.
Oh, Big Zeus, okay.
So, cause Dave on the same club, in the same club as Punchie.
Okay.
So we took it from there and went up to Worlds of Wheels. Now you forgot to mention our boy Sinbad.
Oh,
Sinbad
yeah.
had the shop on
Well,
Florence.
he mentioned
No, he mentioned Sinbad.
Sinbad.
That's where he said he got the 4 from.
That's where he said he got the 4 for.
Yeah, after the fact. He got the 4 after the fact. But I didn't hear him say what he did with his Snoopy hat that night.
What'd he do with it?
We hopped for it.
Oh, Punchy had a Snoopy hat on.
Yeah, backwards. Me and Dave hopped at the bottom. Me and Punchy and Sinbad hopped at the top of the parking lot. So the contest was like, okay, but Punchy ain't gonna hop for no money.
Yeah.
He said, I hop for my hat. So Sinbad said, hop for the hat. So you know who came down the hill with the hat on, backwards? Sinbad.
The reason why Punchy say he ain't gonna hop for no money, cause he say if he lose, he ain't gonna pay, and if somebody else win, they ain't gonna pay. So he say he ain't gonna hop for no money. But I told him he would have to pay me.
Oh, that's his scenario.
That's his story, all right?
Yeah, that he'll say what he won't hop for, but me and Dave hop for a bottle of Hennessy.
Yeah.
And you know where the Hennessy was at, right? In the backseat of the Ford. So that tells how that went. But we always became real close people. You know what I mean? We didn't feud with nothing. We was moving the crowd every Sunday.
Yeah.
And this why when you was gone,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
So you know what you gotta do, Rat? Look into that camera right there and tell Punchy stop lying.
Hey, Punchy, keep it 100. You leaving out stuff, brother. You know what I mean? I'm your Paul. Don't do that. I don't like that.
Well, he probably, for a young man, he shouldn't have no foggy memory like me. Yeah, I don't know if he was smoking weed or anything like I was back in the day, but he should have a better memory than that. I got a question for you because I've been knowing you forever. What was your first lowrider?
My first lowrider was a 65 Chevy. I built out a wrecking yard from the doors back.
Is that right?
That's my first car. I was 14 when I started building on it, and I was 15 when I finished it.
Cut front and back or cut in the front?
I cut it in the back, and then I went to the front. Alex cut my car.
Yeah.
I knew about Al back in the day because I used to go with my stepbrother up to there. But yeah, Alex cut my car.
For y'all don't know who Alex is, Alex and Roy C. back in the days, they used to cut majority of our lowriders back in the days. And what you said that was just interesting just now. A lot of people don't know that a lot of us used to just cut. We didn't have money or no shit like that. We're slamming cars, so you either was gonna cut the front or you was gonna cut the back. Right. You wasn't coming out front and back off the top.
No. You got to start from somewhere, and then we was getting parts from each other. Like he might have some cylinders, I might find a gate off a truck. Back then they didn't have shops like they got now. The generation now is gifted to have places that sell all this hydraulic stuff. We didn't have that back then when we was growing up. And if we did, we didn't know about it until we found out later on in life we learned about it.
So who inspired you to lowride?
Good question.
I go back to my stepbrother, his friends. Like I can say Ernest, I can say Ted, I can say Lonnie, but my brother Casper, he taught me how to work on hydraulics, and this is what I like. They used to go into the skate ring, and for me, growing up, I'm riding on skates down the street. I want to go to the skate ring where they got these girls. See, the girls was the more attractive thing to me. A nice car fixed up and they taking their girl out. They was going to a Century Drive-In and all that back then, Hollywood, skate ring.
Yes, sir.
Taco Fiesta. See, that's all that early 60 stuff, like the 68, 67 up in there. But they was doing that. I was still in junior. Matter of fact, I was in elementary school. But I used to be mad because I couldn't go.
Yeah.
Because I'd be cock blocking. That's what they say. Hey, that was the word back then.
But as you got older, you understood.
I understood.
You understood.
I couldn't figure out why I couldn't go. I couldn't go. But then you know what? What I did one day, I just went on and got on the bus on Western and rode the bus all the way to Hollywood and got off.
Yeah.
Skate ring right there. I seen all the lowriders. That's when I knew this was going on.
So
they all got their girls.
Yeah.
And it was enthused to me because I was like, damn, okay, I got to get on the bus before 12 They stopped running. I'm way in Hollywood. I ain't gonna skate these skates all the way down Western and get to 71st. I stayed on 71st back then. But yeah, that was the
That was it right there.
that was my enthuse. That got me hooked.
That was the.
That was the one back by 68 because he was going to Fremont, and they didn't back then. It wasn't no plats out really. So they had the writing in the window on the back window.
Oh yeah, like
different
they
clubs.
had toast to the food.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
songs
all
they
that
had.
shit.
Some people had songs. Some people had a car club they were starting off, and that's what they started off with. And then when it got in the 70s, I got enthused with. I had Gary May. Give
Rest in
shouts out to
peace,
my
yeah.
boy Gary May, Andre with the 57. Them is my stages up in there, and them they enthused me. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every Sunday we mean, even during the week.
Yeah.
We used to go to each other's house and work on the cars. You know what I mean? Be in front of the house, and my moms come out, his moms come out. Don't leave no oil down there, boy. We didn't have oil there. We had the transmission fluid. See, that's what
Oh
was
yeah,
in the
yeah,
gates
yeah,
back
yeah, yeah.
then.
People putting all transmission fluid in their hydraulic. That motherfucker screaming like hell. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But
And the Pescos and all that, yeah.
But let me ask this here: when you was riding as a youngster, would you ride in your car to school? Did you start driving your car to school and shit?
Yep.
Did your mom and them know you had a how long you had a car before your mama knew you had a car?
My mom knew I had a car back in probably about 73,
Yeah.
because I built it. I worked with my uncle, me and my cousin Jerry. He got a bomb.
I know you didn't have no license then.
No.
Not then at all.
I didn't have no license.
Yeah.
We used to sneak off in his pop's Cadillac. We had a Cadillac on SS Cragers back in the day. When the 73s came out, he had a brand new 73 with Cragers on it, with rabbit ears.
Oh, is that right?
We used to roll. It wasn't cut.
Yeah.
But we used to roll to churches. That's when we seen Ernest, all these old riders was driving the bombs and going to churches back then, our Taco Fiesta. And we'd sneak the car out, and say, when I finish my car, I'm laying mine on the ground. And now even Zorba's was going on back then, you know?
Yeah.
So-
On Compton Boulevard?
Yeah.
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 Man, you guys are old as fuck.
Yeah.
We've been living, man. You know, to be able to talk about this is a wonderful thing
Yeah.
because
No, for sure.
this is generations. You know, I'm blessed to be here today, but I'm saying I've been in like 5 different generations. You know, from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
So as far as all those years you just said, what was your favorite generation that you enjoyed the most?
Or your favorite decade?
My favorite decade was the 90s,
The 90s?
the late 90s, because things was
You
going
learned how to
on.
hit the switch then by then?
It done. No, I've been on how to hit the
Okay,
switch.
okay.
You know that.
No, I just had to ask.
Oh, you don't have to
I know they
ask.
gonna want to know.
Well,
They gonna
speak
wanna
on
know.
it.
They gonna want to know why, but go ahead.
Yeah, you know, all the generations. I've been knowing how to hit the switch since the 70s.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't stop. And I
Okay.
still know how to hit them today in 2000.
Oh yeah, I seen you the other day.
You know,
I seen
pretty
you out
much.
there.
Not just the other day. You seen it before?
No, but I'm saying I seen you the other day, so I know you still got a little something in you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You ain't lost it, right? It's like riding a bicycle.
It come natural.
So, and my thing is, you had countless vehicles, lowriders, and what to this day would you say is your most rememberable and like top car to you, your own personal car?
One personal one? Well, I had so many trades, so I can't say that. I'd say my 59 was my most enjoyable car that I really reached out and did because
Speak on your 59.
Because my brother had one back in the late 60s, like 68, and that's what I grew up on, his 59. So later
59
on,
what? Was it
59
Ford?
No.
Oh,
I didn't have no Ford. I don't drive
I
Ford.
just,
Oh,
Only- if I drive a Ford, it'd be a
What I'm
tow
saying, y'all,
truck.
for the viewers, we have to know. He's saying 59 like it's just so 59
That's
what? You know what I'm saying?
disrespectful,
Because
right?
I was just at a car show actually in Manhattan Beach, and it was a nice 59 BMW show. Could have been that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So I
For
had
real?
to ask.
For
So
real.
They want to know.
Hey, for real.
I'm just saying. So we have to clarify what it is.
Okay.
But finish. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I think I can, you know, it's people that took notes out here. You know, it's not that
No, not
a
that.
hearsay situation here, but
No,
a 59.
I'm not disputing having no. I'm just saying.
It wasn't a Biscayne. It wasn't a Nomad. It was none of that.
But I just wanted, because I wanted to clarify, because we might have older woman at home, a young
Well,
kid at home?
her name was
know?
Christine. Y'all know about her.
Okay, Christine. Okay,
Yeah.
well, finish telling the
Yeah.
story
You
about
know
it.
about it?
I mean no harm. I
You
mean
took
no
note.
harm.
You seen it when you was gone.
Oh yeah, I seen it on videos and all that
And
since
the
I've
book?
been
Yeah.
I've been on.
Yeah, hit the
Yeah,
book.
yeah. Hey,
know.
one thing I can always say about you stayed active. I don't know when you wasn't active.
Yeah, that's the thing about it,
So how did that come about?
as far as Christine.
Yeah.
Oh, Christine gave me problems from the day I bought her. Man, I'm
Why it
telling you.
always got to be a 50? Not to cut you off. Why it always got to be a 59 to earn the name Christine? Go ahead.
Well, mine gave me hell when I bought her.
The
so
one
that's
we
why
got
I named
gave
her.
us hell. You got that right.
Hey, the car got hit from the day I bought her on the freeway. I ain't got her out the impound, not even a couple of hours before somebody ran into it on the tow truck.
Yeah.
So I had bought her. She had one wing broke already. So when car got to the shop, both wings was laying down.
Both wings?
Both wings.
God damn.
So my pressure went up. But I had to drink a half a pint of Hennessy to calm down.
Good
'Cause
thing
I'm
you were
hollering.
young back then, huh?
Yeah, I was hollering because I told my boy, I said, well, how did it happen? Oh, man, the guy had a seizure and he ran into the tow truck. And you know why he ran into the tow truck?
What are you going to
Because
do?
his food didn't put no gas in one of the tanks. So he pulled over
So the
off
tow
the
truck ran out of gas.
The tow truck ran out of gas. He was pulled to the side, but the guy in the van had a seizure and coasted over and hit the tow truck, hit the wings on the 9. So now I got 2 wings bent down.
Yeah.
But being blessed, God looked out for me. Ant, rest in peace, from the breed. Ant, because he was, Lowriding too. He had bought a 59.
Yeah.
He said, Rat, you can have this. He got everything he wanted off of it. All I needed was the back end.
Yeah.
They cut it. Bryant was there.
Yeah.
Remember Bryant, white boy Bryant?
Oh, yeah.
He cut it, put the wings on like brand new money. So
He
I
was back in the
didn't
game.
have problems from the wings to the nose, the whole car. Only thing I think I had was a section from the seats in that car.
Yeah.
But she was straight. She was all the way straight.
That's the blue one.
Yeah.
That's the blue one.
What setup did you have in that car?
I had a 4-gate setup in it.
How many batteries?
14.
14
Wait,
batteries.
You had a four gate?
Yeah.
You was cheating like that?
Man, this is a new generation. You was gone. When you left, I had 2 gates. In my trades, I had 2 gates.
So did you feel that you?
In my 4, I had 2 gates
So did you feel that you needed 4 gates to compete?
to deal with the situation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I respect that. Then,
I'm gonna deal with whatever comes at me, and I had youngsters coming at me while you was gone. You understand? And I gotta get them off me. God damn it, you gonna pull up?
Get
you
'em
gonna
off
get them off me quick.
Yeah.
They respect that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know what we talk about. We had 2 gates. We made this gate do what it do like a 2-gate car. But at the same time, when they started cheating, see, I run to the guys that started cheating. They was putting 3 gates in there. I was hopping against a deuce. You remember this dude? He got locked up. Had a green candy deuce. So I tell high and low, we hopping, right?
Yeah.
I said, how many gates he got? Oh, he only got 2. He had 3.
Yeah.
You can hear the other gate break, and it's woo, woo. He hitting it, but there's something back there whining still.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? We won that.
Ain't that something?
But that's when we had the deuce. I had mine had the gold digger. We call it the gold digger. It was clean deuce. You might have seen some videos of it. But yeah, we hopped against it. Oh, matter of fact, homeboy name was JR. Had a deuce from Majestic.
From what?
Yeah, he was from somewhere, but
Because
he
he ended up having a black tray too later. Kind of slim.
I don't know.
'Cause I know.
This one ended up, he got locked down, but the deuce was
That's
green
him.
like
That's
a candy.
him. He on.
Yeah, he had a candy green deuce with a pattern
He had a
top.
black tray too. He used to always show me pictures of this black tray that he had.
You know what? Since you've been around all these generations, I want to ask you a question. Did this motherfucker ever have a purple 58? Cause I've never seen this motherfucker. I asked every guest that's been on the show, and they've yet to seen it. So I'm wondering, did you ever see this infamous purple 58 this guy had?
Yeah, he had one.
Oh man.
He had one.
You
I got
coulda
a
lied.
vouch for him. He had one. He speak on it so much, but see, it come a little bit before him, and then he come about. You know what I mean? And him and my brother-in-law they always stayed at it all the time. My brother-in-law Droop and them, him and Jess, they stayed at it. You know what I mean? Because they had nice shit. You know? And it is what it is. But you know, like I was more like in the back. You know, you just watching. You ain't got to be on the front row. You can be in the back.
Yeah,
I was
chilling.
watching them. But I'm older than them, right? But I'm watching them. And it's just bringing me back more as, because I did a little time back too. And I come home and I get cracking on him. Then I catch up with him. You know what I mean? He wanted he clowned or something. And the way I like what he do now, he always like to cock the wheel up and do all that. But I did all that burn rubber and everything. He remember all that when he had his black rag tray.
Yeah.
And then ended up telling the nigga, that was my tray. He said, man, nah. I said, yeah. And we check the registration, go way back and say my name on it.
Oh, you talking about the green one though?
Yeah, it was green. When you bought it from Ronnie, it was green.
Yeah, but that ain't the same one.
The one you got from, didn't you get one from,
I got the black one.
Charles?
No, I got that one from Marv. It was originally white. But the green one that I had back in the days was yours. The one I got from Ronnie Elam.
But that's when we was going to Cerritos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so was it?
Chico Pizza. Yeah.
And that's why I tell them. Chico, New Way Market.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that.
So now that you finally mentioned this 58 that.
No, he confirmed it.
Okay, he confirmed it. I know he confirmed it because I see you slide him 100 right now. But anyway.
Where's that? Where's that? Did he slide down?
I need gas right now. I ain't sliding shit.
Was this 58 hot?
I gave you some of this tequila.
To your record,
Well, I never seen him.
Memory.
I seen him, come through in this seesaw, let's get on.
just a little.
Yeah, he didn't really hang with us. You know what I mean? As far as like my era, I was on a different era than Tweet was. Tweet came around, and when I'm running the Tweet, he was over there messing with my brother-in-law and them. And that's how I started running into him. But
oh, that's how you started seeing this guy? Like, who the fuck is this guy?
because I was out of Compton
I almost stole his car one night, but that's another story.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
He didn't steal it though. I come from up out of Compton too, so I was staying over there for Pan back in the day. So I had a crew. We had a crew over there that we used to leave from over that way and go to churches.
Oh yeah, Pan Am.
Yeah.
Tell them about the Pan Am days.
Yeah, my Pan Am days was the best days too. I had a blue trade in back in the day, but I had my boy Donald McCaney and Kevin, and
Cyrus, all that.
Cyrus was the little brother. He just
He's
watched
little
Kevin.
brother like me. He's
yeah,
little brother like
yeah,
me.
He
came off the court.
He didn't want to mess with no cars like you though. See,
Yeah.
He was more square. See, you got to speak on the real. Then
Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne had a bird, Thunderbird, clean front and back. That was the one of the
That
first
was the shit back then.
Yeah, right.
Wayne had that green Thunderbird. Then you had Andre busted 72.
Yeah, under the
Rest
gold
in
one.
peace. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was hard back then. You know what I mean?
We had a nice crew back then, that just come out of Compton and go to churches. And we flood out the parking lot too, and then leave there, go to skating ring, go to New Way, Chico Pizza.
Chico Pizza, New Ways. But you know what? Nobody really speak on? Remember Fullerton skating ring?
Yeah,
We used to go to Fullerton skating ring too back in the day.
yeah. I think I went a couple of times. I was more like, I more stayed like on the west side. I used to leave there from there. I just had a girlfriend that stayed over there, so I just.
That's why, yeah.
Me and Craig, we rolled and
Talking about Craig Parker.
yeah, ride. You know what I mean? So after leaving off Pan Am, I went west. I had to get out of Compton. It was hot, smoking. But anyway, we always stayed in contact with each other. You know what I mean? But yeah, my boys over there back then, we rolled.
So what was the first car you seen him in?
I just told you.
You seen him in 58?
Yeah, he had celebrity. He had cars. He had Trey. When he left, he had Trey and Harold Drake's. He was just sitting in there for a while.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him about how I had cars just sitting around and everybody shopped in the backyard. Don't tell him
foes
that.
and all kind of shit put up. But we all had something.
Man, why do I see hundreds on the floor? Man? Don't be a punchy.
What
Don't be a punchy.
This how you can tell it.
What?
This how you can find out how long I've been around. Just think about it. That tray that you were speaking on, that was yours, that I got from Ronnie Elam, that was about what, 79, 79,
My
78?
pops got locked up. Yeah, I sold it to him.
About 79. And the crazy part about it, I traded Ronnie a Seville for that tray. You remember that tray with dog
I
tracking?
remember the clean Seville.
But I'm saying, you remember that tray with dog tracking and shit.
Oh, he probably messed something up.
Was you the one messed the frame up?
I'm probably, man, I don't know. Back
Okay.
then we was going to the racetrack. Remember Ernest and them were dragging cars?
Yeah.
No, out to Long Beach, the racetrack. We was out there flaming cars then. Ernest and them.
racetrack?
Don't look
Yeah.
at me because I'm not that old.
Remember they turned it into when we go out to the Long Beach.
Look, he turned all the way around, Trap.
Because we're going to Long Beach. Because we're going to Long Beach. I'm facing the direction so you know where the hell
I know
I'm
what Long Beach is. I know.
He was acting like he don't know what I'm talking
Man, I
about.
know. Long Beach is like south.
Yeah, when what's the name was giving them little races at the track. They had dragging Lincoln, Ernest, and them
You
were
talking about
dragging.
the Terminal Island, though?
Yeah.
That was Terminal Island.
Yeah, they turned it into like a race, like the cars race down
But
there.
that's what I was telling you a long time ago. For Ernest used to race what they call the rocket car, way before like in the '90s. When did they start being popular? About
They brought it back. They
in
brought
the
it back.
90s,
Yeah,
right?
they brought it back up in the '90s when we was going.
But see, in the early '80s, Ernest used to be down there with the black Lincoln, and it was some big shit. They used to have a rocket car, they called it.
Yeah.
And you take off. He used to act like he's racing, and he used to lay that
Lay that
motherfucker
motherfucker,
down
flame
and
it up.
flame up the whole damn
Yeah.
field, man. Yeah. That was,
They had scraping contests.
so I got a question for him because I can remember back in the days, and y'all need to pay attention to this. This is a real history lesson because some of y'all probably don't know what C-frame is, but this man can tell y'all about C-frame because you used to C-frame. Why you C-frame so many in your car? You like to drag or what?
I had to get down for the cats to get out of line. You know what I mean? My last four I just had is C-frame. But my trade that was in Orleans magazine, it was C-frame. It was like a thing that, some cars back in the day, you didn't have to really do that. But as time got on, we went to 13 inches tires, put the 13s on and squatted, and then with that skirt covering that whole wheel, and all you see just a little bit of that white, just a little bit, you was getting down. But now if you look at the book, they taking these body rubbers off and laying these cars down. It was a 4 on one of these Lowrider books that I seen. It was laying so hard.
Lane Rocker.
Yeah, all the
I think
way.
you're talking about the one from Japan.
Yeah.
The purple one.
Yeah.
They body dropped them
It's a
motherfuckers.
body drop, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
body
what I'm
drop.
saying.
Tow bars are good for that shit.
It was little tricks they started doing, as we learn, as we go. Because back in the day, we wasn't taking no frame off no car. When we cracked the frame, we got rid of the whole car.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? I knocked the belly plate off one of my trays back in the day, and I was like, damn, I messed the car up. And I said, oil leaking, all that. Went home. The next day, I went to, back then, you can buy a car at a junkyard like 150, 75, 175.
For sure.
I bought a whole nother car, took everything off that car, put it on another car.
And speaking on that, see, back then for us, so many people just hit the manholes, because everybody had scrape bars.
Them sewer plates.
So they hit that damn plate,
So that
that sewer
motherfucker
plate,
just-
and you fold your whole front end up.
Yeah.
So what dudes would do, what I did, I bought a car that was like that, a rag fold. So I went and bought a car, took the frame, and cut the whole front.
The clip.
Cut the whole front clip off. Remember we put the front clip on the car, because like shit, we just reinforced the front clip, put it on, and you back riding. You know what I mean?
You just got to have your measurement right.
Just-
Roy C. taught me that.
Did you
Exactly.
ever hop this guy?
No,
You
yeah,
never got to hop him.
I always fuck with him. I enthuse him. You know what? He wouldn't hop with nobody else. He like to come and fuck with me. And when he see my foe in that,
So he's like kind of like a bully.
if he can bully, he'll bully them. He ain't gonna
No.
he ain't gonna bully me.
See, Fuzz trying to get y'all to want y'all to put in y'all mind and
I'm
punch you with that
just
shit.
asking questions.
But you know what's crazy? So Punchie always said on his show that I got 2 licks in me, right? And I said, okay, some damn 2 licks if that's what you want to call it. But the thing about it, I was breaking it down to him, like back in our damn time when we was jumping, it was fundamentally fun, homie. It was just fundamentally fun, whether it's 500 or what have you. And I was telling him, I used to ride back when me and Jess and Drew used to go at it. I used to keep the duct tape at 30 inches. And of course, people could look at the cars and tell which one's the highest. But you definitely knew, because we was right there by the bottom of the tire, who won or who lost. And it was all out of good sportsmanship. So when he was telling me I only got 2 licks in me or whatever the case may be, I was telling him, man, that's all I need if that's what you really feel. But you know and I know I get out on sight because, like when you see we gonna tell this story. Rest in peace, Rick, Southside Rick. It was a memorial they was giving for him. What was that Fuddruckers? Fuddruckers. And I hadn't had nothing together at the time.
And you were gone. How long were you gone, or you hadn't hit the switch?
Oh shit! I probably hadn't hit the switch before I grabbed
Ra-
switch. I probably hadn't hit the switch in like at least 22, 23 years. About 22, 23, at least 22 years. So anyway, so I hadn't hit no switch in a long time, but we was going up there to pay homage to, me and Rick. Speaking of the 58, Rick and I built that together, buddy. Anyway, and
he was a 58 man.
yeah, he was
Rick
50.
was.
Hey, 58 specialist, and so I put up on the bike that day. I put up on the bike.
On a bike.
I put up on the bike. I ain't had nothing else to pull up on. I put up on the bike. And so I'm paying homage to the homie, but I'm looking around and I'm wondering, all these lowriders on the scene, and ain't nobody saluting and giving it up. So I'm looking around like, damn, who car can I get? And guess who I see? Mr. Rat. I said, man, give me them damn keys. And much love and honor, throw them to me. But you know what the problem was? He had some bats. What we call bats is extensions, for y'all that don't know, on your switches. And I thought I can just pull them off. What you had, Allen keys in them or something? What you had in them switches, man? Allen keys?
No, that's the second time you found out the Allen keys. The other ones was the slip-ons, but they was on there good, so you couldn't just snatch them off.
Man, I pulled them damn switches off his damn thing, told him put them in your pocket. You know what I mean? And I had to go around there, and he gave me that honor to get in the 64, to put it in there to show love. So he would like to take credit for this animal that I've become all over again, for revived me. So I'm gonna give you some of that, because for real, that was the return of me hitting some switches in your black 64. Thank you once again,
I
brother.
wonder, you ain't been right since.
Ever
Ever since you've been turned out, ever since you got your ass in that black foe. But I love it though, you know that? Because I knew you was gone, but I knew you was back home. But it's like, man, that's my nigga. He ain't had to ask twice
Not
for
at
the
all.
keys.
Not at all.
He didn't get the keys, bam. And he took it from there. And then he moved the crowd a little bit, and that let him know, okay, that foe, it does something. But the foe was out there already known that it'll take off, but he just took it off and it just enthused him.
But you know what was crazy? How people was looking at you like, who the hell is this dude?
In my car.
Rat didn't let put in this damn car in these switches.
Because we come back. See, it's a history. They don't know that. That's why
They had no idea.
I got on one of the club members one time. He was talking mess to you, remember?
Yeah.
I
Ooh.
told him, like, remember that dude was talking like, what you talking about? Woo, woo. We was at the park, at Harbor Park.
Which club member was it?
One of my boys in the Cadillac, he was talking, little short dude. And he was talking. I said, man, that's my boy, man.
Oh, I had no idea.
No, you already had smashed on, like, nigga, who you think you talking to? I had to slow him down because he don't even know. You know what I mean?
I can remember. You know me, I flash.
I had to
him
get
in
on
a
him
minute.
because, that's tweet. That's
They
my,
don't know the story of how
right.
far you guys go back.
We could do that, you know what I mean?
They don't
Because,
know the
anybody can't just go reach in somebody's car and start.
Just
fucking
start
with
reading the switches.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about when it's at Harbor Park?
Yeah.
And I went and got it on your switches.
Right.
All
Again.
Yeah.
He stay on.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what
He-
it was.
You
I
ever
went and
seen
grabbed
him?
his
You ain't
switches.
seen the brother that
Yeah,
jump
the dude
off with his
the dude was looking like,
and
"What
rather
the hell
hit
is
my
that?"
shit.
I remember good now. I remember good now.
Oh, you back?
I remember now. I remember
don't
now.
have a drink. You
Yeah,
back
'cause
now.
I went and jumped on your switches and shit. I think even Tina was looking at him like, that's the big homie. You don't know what the hell you thinking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tina, Tina came through and blessed us. She's supernatural, you know what? She's your secretary or treasurer. What is she?
That's what she is.
Hey, Tina the truth, man.
Yeah.
Did
Well, he thinks she on my team, man.
Hey,
That's part of me over there. Hey, Tina been following us for years. You know what I mean? She was into something else, and then when she started to get a car, we blessed her with one.
that's right.
Speaking of that, how did Supernaturals come about? What made you just start a club?
Well, I was in Mafia for life, for one thing. Well, I'm going to tell y'all like this.
Give us the history of the clubs you've been involved
I've
in.
been involved. I started Stylistics back when Gary May was in Stylistics. I had Spank. I had a whole lot. So for me, dealing with my brother-in-law now, I went over there and we was building a 57 and a 59 at the same time. Excuse me. And I like, you know what?
You love them 59s, by the way. Huh?
Yeah, the way the 57, we had built a rag tray. It was like a greenish with the, it was in the magazine. But anyway, we was building that at that time. And that's when we dealing with Miguel and them, Kano and all of them. So,
I done told him about OG Kano. Dog pack.
yeah.
That's my boy there,
hey,
OG
hey,
Kano,
we building
man.
the cars in the
Rest in
backyard.
peace.
And brother-in-law enthused me as, you know, they was building some nice cars, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna build me a 4. Because I had just come home, so I just did like maybe, you know, a year and a half. So I come home, and I said, I got to get back with it. You know what I mean? Because they was doing the shit. When I left, they wasn't 3-wheeling. When I come home, they 3-wheeling and hitting the corner and
You're like,
throwing
what the fuck is this?
sending me over
He
there on
couldn't
the
wait to
door.
eat his quarter pounders up. And that's another story. Go ahead.
Hey, so I loved it, right? So I said, you know what, I'm gonna build one. So I got me a 4, right? I got that powder blue 4. But this 4 here, this old man had it. These dudes been trying to get it, and I just happened to come home and sweep him up. Pow! So I get the 4, and I throw a moon in it. You know, I already knew what to do. So I throw a moon in it. That's when Big D and them had the paint shop on Manchester.
Yeah, Vermont.
So I took it up there and told D, put this roof in here. So he snapped the
Rest
moon
in
in it
peace,
right
Big
quick.
D, yeah.
And he's like, man, where you get this 4 from? Because when they raised the hood, it still had the little red shit on the motor and everything. So I had snatched all that out, right? But I wanted the moon in it first. And after getting back motivated in that Chevy, man, it wasn't looking back no more. And that's what it is. It's the motivation. And then seeing my little brother-in-law and them doing it, I said, I can't do that. I got to do this.
Because remember, Droop them had that purple 55 back in the days with the blower coming out the hood. What was that, about 85? No, that's about 86, 87, huh?
Yeah, up in the 80s, it was about that time they had it. It was right. It was right. It was a cold piece of work.
I think that was one of the first lowriders I seen with a blower coming out.
Oh, it was cut?
It was cut front and back. Front and back.
No shit.
On Zenith back then, I think, it was front and back with a blower coming out the hood.
It's crazy.
I think that's what gave Lil E that idea about that blower.
Yeah,
He wanted
with
to put
that
it in
black
folk.
with the black folk.
Yeah,
for
back
sure,
in-
for
yeah.
sure. When I seen pictures of that folk, I said, that's the second car I seen because I seen pictures of it. I said he had to get that from Droop them. You know what I mean?
The idea, yeah, looking at his
You had to
son.
get that idea.
What made you start Supernatural's Hydraulics?
Well, it made me start that because I had started my club name. So I just went on the flow with that, you know what I mean, since that was part of me and what I wanted to do. So, you know, I was working for Alex and them, you know, me and Roy C working together from my stages growing up in the 80s. And then it was like, man, Rat, man, you need to just go ahead and do this and get out the street. What made a lot of sense to me after I sit back and thought about it. I'm like, you know what, you're right. And I stopped doing shit that I ain't had no business doing. In turn, what I really bless myself with now, and I love it, that the things we did for us growing up, I turned it into a business. You know what I mean? And God made that way for us. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I don't even like to do the shit, but now it's like this will keep me out the way.
Oh, for real talk.
I'm out the street. I'm in the shop all the time. I ain't out here doing what I used to do or being somewhere I don't have no business being. So
Doing something you love to do.
yeah, and I'm happy doing it. You know what I mean? Because it's just something that you like, and you low riding.
Yeah.
Then you're making people happy because you fixing their shit for them. Sometimes you can get a customer, man, I'm tired of this car. I'm tired of this. This ain't doing right. All right, I'll fix it. And
Yeah.
then when they fix it, then you see the response of
They
those.
back in love with it.
Yeah. Now they happy.
So,
Then they run off.
but as long as they pay first.
Oh yeah. They pay, but I'm saying, you know, when they coming around you, they like sad.
Oh, yeah,
But once
yeah.
they get happy,
Yeah,
you can't find them.
They got what they wanted.
Yeah,
they
that's
got what
it.
they needed. So what you, because for me, I always ask people this question. For me, when I get behind the wheel of the cockpit, I call my steering wheel the cockpit, and I get to moving around like Punch said, you can do this shit by yourself. And usually I like to do it a lot by myself because some guys, you know, when you go hang out with your club brothers and certain people, my club brothers, I let them know, pre-trip check your cars, That way we all can enjoy our day. Well, we won't be sitting on the side of the road fixing somebody else's car and mess around and have a travesty. So, is it therapeutic to you when you riding?
It make a lot of sense. That's what you're supposed to do. A person can tell you. Just like telling them to gas up before you hook up with us. You know what I mean? But somebody always is not
You always
doing
got
it.
a
They don't fucking
straggler.
follow the
It's
rules.
always somebody. I don't care what you tell them, how you tell them. Tweet. Hey, it's gonna be what it
They
is.
gon' stragglers, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
and then you
stragglers.
got to get out and use your your brain to fix the shit that's wrong with they shit.
Well, because this what I noticed, and you probably noticed the same, because you work on the cars every blue moon, right?
Every day.
Every day, okay.
Yeah, you the whole blue moon.
Oh no, I'm every day, right?
No, you the blue moon.
No, I'm every day. I ain't seen the blue moon none of my life.
You ain't keeping it 100.
I ain't seen the blue moon none of my days of my life. But let me ask you something. So I find myself that people love to roll out when we roll out, because I roll with the King of Chevy tool bag. So people know that if anything go wrong, because I don't like being broke down, I don't like being stuck, because the shit can turn foul quick. So, but I noticed that people was really ready to roll out with us, because they know if anything go wrong, if it's fixable, they know it's gonna get fixed on the spot. Do you get that same thing?
Not no more. I used to do that.
Oh, cause you
I used to keep my bag with me everywhere I went in my Chevy because I already knew if something gonna break unless I bust an axle. But we always kept a truck. I always had a flatbed following us. Even when me and South, all of us used to roll, I always had a flatbed in the mix of the crowd.
So you take off by yourself a lot now?
I take off whenever I want to feel like it.
But so that's the question.
If you call me and say, man, I'm over here, Rat, come on over here. Man, if I'm in the Chevy, I'll come on down.
I got a good question for y'all, for him.
I got a good question for you.
Let me-
You don't call me. you been here in the corner.
I got a good question.
The
I got a
question
good
he
question.
want to ask me. Man.
I got a good question because I didn't ask you this. Because I got a few questions for your ass, but listen. Because you've been riding for so long or what have you, because you could be just a dude who been riding forever and then just laid back like some of my G Club brother. So are you currently a lowrider?
I'm a natural low rider.
What I'm saying?
I'm not currently.
No, I'm not. No, what I'm asking you, what
Let
I'm
me
saying.
tell you something before you even try to ask me. And you know how you gotta, you've been doing stuff for so long and then haven't stopped doing it? Consistent. I'm a consistent low rider. I ain't
So
stopped.
you got something cut right now that you can go get in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask, because I know they want to know
I
that.
always got something cut.
Oh, you keep something turnkey ready to
All
ride?
all the time.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you took a hiatus for 5 years and come back 6 months.
Even when I left, I came back and I didn't have to jump in nobody's car and hit no switches.
No.
I had my own switches.
Oh, you see what he doing, y'all? That's a blow to me.
That's the
a
one
blow
you
to
gonna
me.
ask me. I'm consistent, Tweet.
Hey, okay.
I stay consistent.
I just want to make sure.
Just because when I got rid of the 4, I had something else already.
My thing is this here. They want to know, the people want to know, are you active?
I'm consistent.
Okay, well, that is that. So that leads to my next segue question. I'm going to let Fuzz take this. Okay, being that you had so many trades, because I know you had many trades. You had a badass red trade way back in the days too, right? So let me ask you something. What is your favorite year? I never asked you this. Never asked him this before. What's your favorite year?
Trade, but my 59
What
is.
you thought they gonna say?
Come on, man. You heard what he said?
Wait a minute.
You heard what the fuck he said?
I'm a trade man.
Now I'm gonna look over there and see what he threw you.
I'm a trade man, but my 59.
Hey, no, fuck that. Wait a minute. I gotta get up on this. Let me think. I got the fucking money over there, man.
I wish I get in my pocket. All y'all keep throwing money down there, but I ain't seen
Man,
that
they throwing
down.
that shit all in. You got it all over there by damn
I
shoe.
wish y'all put something in my pocket.
59.
Yeah.
So 59 is your favorite year.
Yeah,
When did that become? When did that happen?
when I was born.
Oh, that's right. 'cause
My
you was
daddy
born in
had an El Camino race. He was 59.
So if you was born in 65 would be your favorite?
I built my first car was a 65.
But it wouldn't be
It's not my-
it's a 59.
How do you feel about 65s?
Which
That's
is
a
how I
nice
feel
car.
about them. Yeah, I built one, but I'm saying I'm all right with that. But my years are 59, and that's what I enjoy.
So that's your favorite year?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why he's trying to change your mind? Because he likes some fucking 58s.
Oh, that's his shit. That's his shit. Yeah, he in 58, but he ain't driving no 58. He drove that rag over there and showed me one day, and I ain't seen him since.
Oh, you know, because it's stock.
The stock, yeah, cut it. Cut the hole in it. I told him you leave it. I told Tweet, go to the store.
Yeah, you know,
And leave it. You gonna see the back seat out there.
you know, in the stock cars, it's like driving Miss Daisy, man. I can't be in
You don't
how
wanna be-
often, how many times you seen me in a stock car in the past 10 years?
The other day,
What was the must have been my
57?
Malibu? What
the
57?
yellow one, you know.
Oh, that was the test drive. That ain't my
I
fucking-
just
Like,
stopped.
you just asked, yeah,
That's what I just told him. You asked a
test
question,
drive.
like you
But
answered.
that was, he gave y'all a truthful. I was test driving one of the cars we working on. Yeah.
most memorable moment, low riding.
What's that, 2000? We was at Harbor Park. We gave a picnic. I had the big flatbed. I had 59. I had everything. We had barbecue pit. We
It
turned
had
the
to
whole
be
park.
something
That was
because
my
the
memory.
59. Because the 50. Why couldn't have been a 63? But go ahead.
Because I had a 59 then before they took it.
So that's why that was your most memorable moment because you was in the 59 that day.
I was in a whole bunch of shit that day.
Okay.
The 59, the tow truck. He asked me the memorable moment, the nice moment.
This is your story.
Yeah, and
See,
you
there
trying
go
to
with
make
that
it. You
shit.
trying to make it your story.
No, I just wanted to ask you.
And he's good at that shit.
You just stop hating.
I'm just trying. Well, see, I know what I tell the youngsters. We wasn't raised in a generation where, because we never have a hating bone in our body. What we did, we always inspired, motivate, and regulate.
That's
You
what we doing.
We never.
But that's what's going on right now today. You motivate every time when you pull the 57 out or you pull something out, and
Don't
we
tell
get
him
to
that.
we
Don't
get
tell
to
him
a
that.
spot out there in the street, they loving it. They want it. They want to get one. They want it.
Don't tell him that.
It's giving them enthusiasm.
And
like
that wasn't a
it's setting it-
59.
it
That's
was-
a 57.
It was. No, mine was a 59. I know.
No,
it
I'm
was
talking
yours.
to him.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you thinking about me though now.
Yeah.
How I motivate.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Just like we was we was in Watts. You remember we was in Watts? You was coming out of Watts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we rolling.
Yeah.
See, that's
Yeah.
a moment.
Yeah, for sure.
But if I could get you to remember some shit when I'm talking to you,
Well,
then we be all right. Hey, he keep forgetting about shit.
Well, his head a little bigger than mine, y'all. So
But your mind might be bigger,
but-
yours
he
might
got a
be
better
longer.
memory.
Okay, but no. So you got to finish the story so these people understand. So you was at what park did you say?
Harbor Park.
Harbor Park. Okay.
Yeah, that was a memorable moment because we was doing it for the community. Just say,
I didn't mean the side.
I love giving picnics. It brings us blacks together. It brings us together, and we have a good time. And we showing the cars, and we eating, and everybody having a good time. That's my moment. To me, I don't care about nothing else. When we do something and it all turn out smooth, can't
You don't
ask
get no
for-
better than
you
that.
can't ask for nothing because we gifted. You understand me? We gifted to even be able to do what we doing, even what y'all doing. Y'all gifted to be able to do this because of the technology, what you know in your mind and what you got under your belt. You feel me?
That's real talk. And a spinoff of that. Do you remember the Lowrider bikes and all that good stuff back then?
Yeah.
Did you ever have one?
No, I had a bike. My bike was way back when we had a motorcycle battery. We used to take a motorcycle battery and
For
take
the truck lights?
No, I didn't have that. I had the strokes.
had no
I
truck
had
light?
the stroke. Let me tell you, I had the strokes.
See, there he goes again.
Yeah, he want to say, but
I'm just trying to figure see what he's doing.
we had truck lights when we had them under the wheel wells of the cars back in the day.
Oh, we had truck lights on the bike too.
I understand that, but I'm telling this story.
Okay,
This is my
tell the
story.
story. Tell the story.
This is my story.
Tell the story.
I'm saying, okay, the hydraulics come off the rag top, the strokes.
Yeah, the cylinders.
Right, we took them and clapped them on the spring action and put the baby towel on
To
there.
make
And had
spring
the
action.
switch hooked
You don't know
up.
nothing about spring action before your time. buddy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank
that
goodness.
part. We had that long time ago.
So
With the tire that came off a stroller on the front on the spring action of the strokes. So when you let it up, it let it up just a little bit higher than the
well,
stock.
now that's before BC. So that's
Yeah,
he
for
might
sure.
not- like-
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. He asked me about some. So, but I remember when they was hanging on Broadway when they had all the reflectors and mirrors and all that shit down the handlebars, and you had the big handlebar, you had the baby motherfucking handlebar. I had all that shit.
so-
the little rabbit shit, all that shit.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
all that
yeah,
shit. With the cards, you take your mama's cards and clamp them with the clothespin and have them.
Oh yeah. No, he done went way back, y'all.
Yeah,
he done went way
know
the hell
about
back. I know about it for sure. That's when we had generators.
Yeah.
all
See?
types of shit.
We
Reason
keep
why
it
I asked
100
you that-
around here.
Reason why I was asking you that because I always ask people this question. All our guests I ask, being that this been around, why do you think this culture, classic car, low riding culture, whatever you want to call, have been around as long as it's been, and steady, constantly growing? Why do you think it's been around so long?
Because it's a wonderful thing. You can't go wrong with it. What you gonna go wrong? It's an enjoying thing. You doing what you want to do. You showing off your car. You showing off the paint. Everybody got just like I'm gonna speak on my boy Cartoon. Cartoon used to be around us, back in the day, and it's like as tattooing.
That's
and
another
growing,
one of my brothers from another mother,
and
Mr.
as
Cartoon.
growing as he grown, from the stages he started, like they
Airbrush and
yeah,
T-shirt.
they hit a little commercial and they say, "Oh, he started this, he started from here." They don't know the real, and I will tell y'all the real, but y'all know he's a good person. You know what I mean? That's all I want to know. And he grew, and he made himself well known. You know what I mean?
Household name.
Right. And I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
You know
straight
what
up.
I mean? Because there was times that, he was doing bad. We stepped in, he know who it is.
Oh, ain't no question. See, the thing
One
about,
shot to him.
the thing about it is that we all gonna always have room for improvement, and that's the camaraderie of this culture. We all reach in and we all lift each other up always. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And the motivation is always gonna be there.
Yeah.
What clubs do you love to see out there, Rad? That
The professionals, shit. Well, go ahead.
see.
He part of that,
I just thought I'd throw
But
that
it's like
out.
this. It's
I
like
just thought
this.
I'd throw that out there. Shit.
It's all good.
What hat I got on? Let me see. Oh shit, I thought I
Yeah,
had my
you
pro
ain't
hat
got
on.
that. You got
go
the
ahead.
other one.
Go
You
ahead.
came to Chevys tonight.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
check this out. I love all the clubs because we
Real
all
talk.
started in different features, and as it grows, the youngsters is getting them, and they putting plats in their cars, and they doing what we doing, and loving seeing that. That's what keeps me going, because I don't hate on no club. Whoever club is out there, it's how we mingle. We got a section that no special, club that I gotta be around. Just like Southside. Southside used to be around us all the time. Things happen, so you gotta lay back for a minute, let things mingle, and it works its way back out. But professionals been around since my days, growing up. And the other guys that really started professionals, some of them not here today. You know what I mean? You got the other generation. We came home and picked it up for them. I lost my boy
Picked it
White.
back up
Yeah, picked it up for them.
because I carried it when I was there before.
Yeah, you might have been involved before, but
No, I
all
carried-
that carrying, I don't know what the hell you was carrying because I wasn't in that. I wasn't in that tweet.
Let's get back to because
Because
he say I need to. Then I'm gonna let you get back about. Let's get back to the purple 58.
Here we go with this.
Cause he say he seen me dancing and all that, because he wasn't an individual. So hopefully once we get a
I never was an individual.
no, that's what I'm saying. Because had you been an individual, you would have been at Lock High when I used to come through there on Sundays on my way to the show when they used to have their meetings.
You was
Wednesday
messing with
and
Charles
Saturday.
and them.
Oh yeah, I come through.
Yeah.
Because it was all about saluting to them, and I'll pull up and let them know this 8 jump like a 4, because it's really the same shit to me. Then carry on.
I don't know all that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hang around the high schools, nigga. I was
No,
in
no,
traffic.
but they
you was
would
up
hang-
there hanging around in that parking lot.
No, but
I
they was
understand.
they used to, that was no
I
no.
understand.
You used to hang around before at the high
No,
school.
that's Didi and them. I didn't hang around that.
But what I'm saying is there wasn't nobody in school, wasn't in session.
Okay.
That's where
yeah, I know you want to step it like
But I was the
gotta clear it up.
you gotta understand. Excuse me. At that time, I was 19 any damn way, so I can pick
can
up.
do that.
I can do that anyway. I'm young Tweet. I'm still young Tweet. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, me, I didn't hang around that way. I was out there I was on the other side. I stayed on Century and that. I was over there on Vermont.
What you doing on Vermont?
At churches. You know what I was doing over there.
So I was just trying to speak on that, because if you would have been an individual in the mid '80s, what have you, and you would remember that Purple 8 coming through there, see someone kicking, snatching, Lalo interior, you know, with my Hennessy and my Remy,
Yeah.
all that good shit, color bar,
Okay, well that's
TV.
that's what brother-in-law. That's you and brother-in-law.
Oh yeah, well, they definitely could speak
Okay,
on
well
it.
that that's them.
We have them there
I'm
too.
past that.
We get brother-in-law up here, you know
I'm
what I'm
on the
saying?
other side, remember? That's you and them. That's y'all generation.
How do you feel about the younger generation?
I love it.
Seen Lowriding.
I love it.
Love to see it.
I love the younger generation. Now the younger generation, they on some radical shit. They want to jump over the motherfucking light pole. You know what I mean? That's what they on. They on that car hopping shit like that. We was raised with the car, whatever you put in the trunk, wasn't all that weight, all that, just battery.
So that's
and
what
drop.
so you respect the cars that do 10, 15 inches compared to a fucking car that does fucking 80, 90 that's
I respect a car that's clean and it can do that and more. But I'm saying I respect the car with this. You don't bend it all up. See, bending up your car and tearing it all up,
that shit ain't it.
that's not the business. You can't take this car out here and act the ass and bend in a quarter pound. Then it won't look like a nomad. You know what I mean? You don't want
Take
your
the
shit
class
up.
from it.
Yeah, you don't want to tear your shit all up. I mean, we used to drag and do all that shit, knock the chrome strip off or something, a bumper tear, but you know, we like dragging bumpers off, and you're gonna drag some bumpers or something.
Well,
You know, we waiting on you.
Well,
Right? Yeah. What the fuck you mean, right?
well, did you
You
say?
sitting on 200. Hey, man, we done told you about this, man.
Do
Do they sell them?
you recall?
They sell them.
Do you recall I used to snatch my bridge loose, me and Vic smoking tires and dragging bumpers? I don't got them kind of bumpers hanging around no more.
And you get them.
You just said.
can get 'em.
Don't be tearing them up.
Tear it up, though.
You just told me don't
You
tear
gotta
it
let
up.
them know.
You can't contradict.
You gotta
just
let
told
them
me
know.
don't-
No, you
I ain't
gotta
gotta
know. Be
let 'em
back in the phone.
Hey,
Back in the day, you used to do it.
and that's back in the day.
Yeah, what's changed?
I-
What's changed?
He
I'm
got
older.
scared. He got
I'm
scared.
wiser.
Roy C
Hey,
looking for you.
Roy C, that's my big bro. Now, when I first cut the 7, I said, Roy C, you cutting? Oh, no, man, my back and this and that, woo. So then I cut the 7. Know what he had nerve to ask me? Why I didn't C-frame it? I said, why you didn't cut it? I said, why you didn't cut it? You want to C-frame? But I'm glad to this day that I didn't C-frame my car, because I would have been doing that crazy shit I used to do back in the day, digging my bumpers in the asphalt, in the concrete,
That's what you let them know.
tearing up bumper
Tear
kits,
them up.
tearing up bumper kits week in, week out. I don't have
Tear
that
it
many
up.
kits.
Man, you
First of
got
all,
the money.
I don't have the bread for
Yeah, you
that.
do.
I don't have the bread. Don't y'all believe? I don't have
I'm
the
still
bread.
looking for them hundreds y'all put down there.
Fuzzy got them.
Y'all put the
He
hundreds.
put his foot on top of all that. Yeah, he put his foot on top of all that.
Hey, Fuzzy got them. So
Hey, you just like Kevin Hart said when he dropped his money and daddy just stepped on the money. He said, Dad, get off. Hey, get off the money, man.
Right. So one person, dead or alive, that you wish you could see Lowride again.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be low riding again. He be out in a minute. My brother-in-law, little Drew, he be out in a minute. I've been missing him because he enthused me to get myself back on track, and that's what kept me smashing. You know what I mean? And then the person that I am, like I said, I try to stay consistent because of the people that's around me. That's what make me stay consistent, because they do the things I like to do, and that encouraged me as just like he'll come by the shop and might just honk the horn to let me know he passing through, and I just say, yeah, I'll catch up with his ass later. You know what I mean? It's the enthuse, you know, and that's what I live on. You know what I mean? It's not no jealousy or nothing. We all get along.
Way beyond that.
He'll come over there. I might be cooking. He'll just pull up in there and, hey,
The food ready?
yeah, and give him a drink and whatever he want to do, you know what I mean? Because he welcome. You know what I mean? Whoever I mess with is welcome. So that's just the lifestyle I'm on. I'm on that. You see what I mean? Because we all been through some hard times out here.
Oh, shit.
So, you know, some things you can talk to somebody that upgrade, like when you feeling down, can bring
Pick
you
you
back
up. Pick you up.
You know what I mean? I might have something on my mind, and he'll come by, and we just talk about it. What's up? Woo, woo, woo. I'm going through something. Hey, man, woo, woo, woo. It might encourage me to get it together. So
So when you speaking on your brother-in-law, you talking about Droop.
Yeah.
That was one of my nemesis back in the days. Him and Jess. We had a blast. I remember they had that clean ass fold. Remember that sexy fold on the plate, that blue one with the patterns and had
The blue, the dark blue.
fucking no. But I'm saying, well, let's speak on the hydraulic shop. My boy, what's his name? Come on, Stillman. Had all that Stillman
Oh,
shit.
yeah, Big
Cause
Stillman.
they dealt with Stillman. Charles Clayton dealt with Stillman and shit like that. But we can go all the way.
Did you deal with Stillman?
Oh yeah. I didn't deal with him. My little homies dealt with him, and he held him up quite a few times, stretched him out a little bit. So I had to go over there and tie Stillman up for a brief moment and give my.
See, that's not nice.
You know,
That's not nice.
but that's a whole nother story. You know, Stillman got out of pocket, jumped out there one time with me, but we ended up getting it, coming to a resolution, I should say. But what kind of car is your brother-in-law building? What is he building?
Oh, he's gonna be out in a minute. You know what he built?
58?
No, we don't drive 58s. We drive 9s, goddammit. We drive 59s,
tell him
man.
again. Tell him again.
So
You
let
know-
me ask you something.
What you want to ask me?
9.
Do you have an issue with a 58?
No, I don't have an issue, but we don't drive
Okay,
58.
now.
He had a 50. Remember they had a 58 before?
Well, no, I'm just wondering, did you have an issue with a 58?
No, I got an issue. I got my
What's
own
the first
issue.
Impala?
No, we went through that one already.
No, I want to ask you. I never
No,
asked
we
you
already
that.
went through that.
No,
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
What
It don't
the-
matter what first Impala.
Oh, y'all know this just
We
ain't
know the
water.
favorite. The
Yeah.
You
favorite.
got some good shit in here. So
Yeah, but he ain't drinking his.
no, yours watered down.
No,
'cause
mine
Fuzzy
just got
made it.
refilled.
Nah, I just filled them
Mine
up.
ain't got ice. Yours got ice.
I filled them up.
The bottle's still up.
I got to take care of Unc right here, man.
Hey,
Take care of him.
Yours got ice. Mine don't.
We'll see you New Year.
What is the issue
We see you
with
New
the
Year.
58 though?
We see you New Year.
What is the issue?
Hey, yo, what the issue?
Okay, I just want to make sure because
You going? Well, you build another 58? Another one? Must be because you keep hollering about 58, 58. I think you're building one.
we're gonna keep a question mark by that one.
Yeah.
We put a big ass question mark by that one.
Okay.
Just stay
Hey,
ready.
so when you heard this guy was coming back out lowriding,
This guy, I like that.
what was
This
your-
guy,
what
you
was
hear
your-
the shit. This
It
guy.
wasn't. It wasn't this guy.
It wasn't surprising
It
to
wasn't.
you, right?
It wasn't to me because I already knew what I did to him. When he took that first hit, it was over.
It was over.
back. He's back. You know what
so
I mean?
you knew that instant he's back.
I already knew. Look, for the day when he got in that car, and he snatched my bats off
Why did you have bats on there?
because
Something wrong
I
with
got,
your fingers?
No, the way it gets kind of up there. You got to have something to hold on to. You know what I mean?
I hold on to the
I don't
switch.
need to. Why you keep snatching on my back? Why you keep jumping from your car to
You
my
know
car?
why? You know why he did that shit though?
Because
He was putting them in his pocket to take him to put them on his car.
he knew what my car was doing, so he loved to get on it. Let me see what this mother.
I had no idea that he had some bats on this car that had some damn screws in them. I didn't even.
I tried to trick him the second time. He wasn't gonna snatch it. He trying to snatch my whole
About to
switch.
break your
down.
fucking switch.
Well, see, he brought up the other day. He brought up a memory for me when I was jumping my two-door Brougham. What happened?
You know
said-
what happened? I told your silly ass. I said, check this out. I said, you don't remember when you and brother-in-law and them was going at it at the beach? You over there with the
Sounded like
whole
a beer.
panel in his hand, cause he didn't hop the whole switchboard off the dash, trying to.
What car was this?
Two-door bro.
Oh, his Cadillac.
Yeah.
Did that shit do anything?
He don't drive Cadillacs. He drive Broms.
Oh man, don't
Hey,
pump this brother.
I gotta pump him up.
His fucking head can barely fit through that.
Hey, I had to give him something, man. I had to give him something, man. You know, I gotta make sure he's happy over there. You know what I mean? Because that's all we've been trying. I told him, I said, check this out, Tweet. I said, man, you almost got me killed. He said, what happened? I said, oh, you don't know what happened? I said, I've been laying out on Crenshaw with a Desert Eagle to my head behind your bullshit. He tell me, well, why you paint your car? I said, nah. It had a moon, everything, same color as his, all the 90 shit on it. He said, oh, they thought you was me? I said, pretty motherfucking much. They followed me right out the graveyard. I said, God damn it.
The folks told me, climb out the roof, damn it.
I said, man, I'm not him. He said, yeah, show me some ID. I had to pull out
You
ID.
shouldn't have been
and
wearing no gold teeth.
Hey.
And you still wearing that. You look like me. We look
hey,
like.
check this out. That car got his
What's
gold
that?
teeth out.
That's back in 1991 or some shit like that, right? In 92.
Yeah.
So you guys have the same color cars, everything.
Yeah. He had his. First.
But I inspired him, see?
I
The
got
truth
mine.
finna come out. I
I
inspired
got
him.
mine from Oklahoma. My boy and them was out there. They seen a coupe out there, coupe Brougham out there. I said, well,
I
grab
inspired
it.
him on that
I
one.
said, grab it. And he grabbed
That's
it.
what he mean about motivation and inspiring. We inspire each other.
Yeah.
Like he inspired me to get a trait.
Well, it was like a lot of things I seen. You know, I didn't get it because I didn't have that kind of change to get it. Y'all planning 57, powder blue 57s. I remember all the shit.
Oh, you remember the powder blue
You know, I
57?
was in the powder blue 4 at that time. You know, I seen all the shit. You
Yeah, I
know.
used to smoke them tires.
Yeah, you smoke. But I smoked the tires.
Oh, you smoked the tires.
I smoked the ass up.
Because he was C-frame and everything.
I smoked it, but hey, you know what? I smoked a lot of motherfuckers out the way. Because they in our way. See, some motherfuckers in the way, Tweet. You know what I mean? We low ride, but some motherfuckers in the goddamn way. And that's what I want to stipulate on this. Get out the way. God damn it.
So you know your boy's building a 59. What you think about that?
He doing the right thing.
Do he even look like he can even ride a 59? Just look at him.
Yeah. He been around it.
He been around it?
Yeah.
So that means that don't mean
He
shit.
been around all. Look what he around.
Oh, well,
He been around all this shit. Y'all
look like it's a lot of 57s around me. Look like a lot of 7s around me.
He
You
knows.
know.
I want to know what's dragging around this motherfucker.
Well, everything's dragging.
No, it ain't.
We just.
I don't see no motherfucking
No,
marks.
we just. Well, no,
I
what
don't
it
see
is.
some marks.
No,
bumper marks.
we go look right there.
What Roy C used to tell you when you had that long time ago when you get cut at the house over the century. If it don't tear this motherfucking dollar, you ain't gotta pay.
Well, see, before for y'all don't
Did
know.
he tell you that?
Yeah, and I used to tear the dollar. Who used to tear the dollar?
Okay, brother.
So this is the thing.
Brother.
Prior to debit cards and all that shit, we used to put $1 up under your bumper, and you pull the car forward. If it didn't tear the dollar, your shit wasn't laying hard enough.
No, you didn't have to pay Roy C. He told you that.
Hey.
He told you.
I stayed not paying his ass because my shit drug.
Okay,
my-
but he said, what I say? He said you didn't have to pay. If it didn't tear that dollar, you didn't have to pay.
I had to pay.
You goddamn right, you had to pay.
I had to pay
'Cause he
'cause
made sure that motherfucker drug.
Hey.
He made sure it drug.
And Roy C., we going to get him on here. Roy C. is old school, one of my mentors as well.
Big bro.
You telling me he came by the other day. I told him you should have called. I would have always welcomed him, but
Yeah.
he know. I used to drag so hard at 18, 19, 20, 21. Drag my shit so hard back then to where I pulled the bridge. Ain't too many dudes pulled a bridge apart. I snatched my
He did
bridge.
that. He did it on his new car too. I will give him that.
Oh, I did snatch the bridge apart on the
I
yellow
will
one.
give him that.
I
He-
forgot
he
about that.
did.
What he was
See,
like? What was he doing? Hopping the ass?
Nah, dragging.
And he probably dropped it off the jack
You
stand.
was been dragging that motherfucker.
See, this what you don't know. I already changed the kit in the bumper on the 7-1.
Yeah,
I realized how much it cost me. I said, I ain't
got
doing that
some
shit no
seeds in
more.
there?
Huh?
Ain't no
Oh, you
seeds.
got seeds and all. Everyone got seeds in it. You want to get up on it right now?
No, I don't.
I got a flashlight.
I don't.
I got a flashlight.
Hey, if you get on that floor, you're not getting back up.
Yeah, but I ain't supposed
Now
to
help him up.
I ain't supposed to get up under there.
All these C-frames, we just don't put them down there like that.
Put
right?
them down like
We
that.
don't put them down like that unless we have to.
Man,
All we
put 'em
got to do,
down.
listen, all we got to do with these here is cut a half around and then eat that whole bumper up.
Is the step downs on it?
And step down.
All right, 'cause you know my shit.
Because we'll step
you know,
all the
that's
way
why I
down.
didn't do the 4 because I was busy taking off
We'll-
flight on them.
we'll-
But if I
and
stepped it down,
Tell them what a step
I was
down
gonna tear it
is.
down.
And educate them. What's the step down?
You really want to know what's a step down?
They need to know.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what the step down. It's just like stepping off some stairs. Step down. Yeah, put that in your book, baby. How that?
What's your definition of a lowrider? And to you,
Oh, good. Airbag. Do you have some airbags while I was gone?
I just, you know what, definition, because that can play a serious part right there. See, some people low ride just because they put some wheels on the car and all that. They think they low ride. A low rider is when you can let him up, get down, pop the trunk. You see the hookup, the setup, and know
What
you
setup?
the
A
setup,
hydraulic
the hydraulic setup. As everybody runs something different in their trunk. Some people might have Pescos. Some people might have old school stuff. Some people might have squares. Some people might have rounds. The new lowriders, they got deltas or whatever because they not upgraded on technology. But we are. We from the old school, so we gonna put all old school shit in the car to
Y'all
make
from
it.
the old school.
You learn from the old school. We from the old school, but you've been up under, so you might as well say you part of the old school because when you do your 57 or 59,
Look, Rat, he like our swag. So go ahead.
yeah, well, you know, he gonna know he's not gonna put no punk shit in his trunk.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no Mickey Mouse shit,
Yeah.
and especially coming up out of here.
Oh no, we the king of Chevys, and we make no apology. You know what I mean?
Well, I understand you know, you speaking on the name of your shop and how you represent you the king of your Chevy. I'm the king of my Chevy.
And that's the whole point, y'all. If you drive a Chevy and you with this movement, you're a king as well. So
Yeah.
so it's a movement.
Yeah,
it's a movement.
It's a movement.
It's
It's
a
just y'all
movement.
name your shop, King of Chevy, because that's what y'all specialize on working on. I don't
And
knock
I'm glad you
I don't-
pointed that
I
out.
don't knock that
so
at all.
everybody know.
I
What
don't knock
size
that.
shirt you wear, by the way? So you can have what? I gotta give you your shirt, man, because you are a king and you drive a Chevy, many Chevys.
Yeah, I done ran through a lot of them, man. And I, you know, I'm proud of what y'all doing because we doing it together. We just doing it in different areas. You know, we in the
Exactly.
same, we right down the street from each other, but at the same time, we doing what we do, and this is what we do. The same thing, you do it in a different flavor. You know what I mean? You working on bombs, you working on hoopties. That's a good thing. You know, a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to
You
work
know
on
I got a hoopty, right? I got a few cool hoopties.
I couldn't handle no hoopty. I got rid of 53 back in the day
Well.
because it was moving too goddamn slow.
Thank you.
I can't be.
told him,
Look,
dog.
I blew the motor up in my 53. Look,
told
I
him.
had a front and back fire tray back in when I had that in the 80s, early 80s. I'm on the freeway. Everybody coming by me in the Chevys and the Fords and trays. Whoa! And I'm trying to keep up
You
by
in
the
the
time.
hoopty.
But by the time they get
Fuck
to the
that
to
shit.
the to the
It's not-
10 freeway, they done left me. So I'm gonna try to come up to 110.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep up. I'm twisted.
It don't matter
Fuck that shit.
how fast you get there. We going to the same destination.
How you know they might go somewhere? I might want to hit a stop somewhere, nigga. I know what I did. Got rid of it.
I ain't getting rid of mine.
Well, I got rid of mine.
So I've
I
been
had
doing a
chance-
lot of scratchers.
I could have got a fleet line. My people got some fleet line right now I could get. I don't want it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't want it because that's not my style.
Yeah. No, don't do
That's the old school when you put your Godfather on or whatever, and you got the big old steering wheels, your ivory knobs, and all your shit. You know, that's not me. Now 56 or 57 or something like that. See, I can put a motor in that motherfucker, some shit on the rear, and they ain't leaving nobody.
I
You feel
agree.
me?
I
it.
agree.
Before we wrap it up, Rat, who do you love to see hit the switch?
Me,
Yourself?
I love to see him try to hit the switch, and then he gonna jump off his shit and go hit your shit. That's how he do. He just ain't gonna act right. So
Everybody love me, man.
I just
I'm
might
giving
well just give
everybody
my
switch.
switch to him. But we finna come over there. Soon as we hop against each other, clown. Cause see, you know what it is with us? He mess with me, I mess with him. We move the crowd. See, moving the crowd is keeping the crowd amped up. You know what I mean? And that's exciting. Cause it be dead. That's why he said when he went to the little thing we have for Fun Records.
Memorial.
You know what I mean? For our OG homeboy Rick. It was quiet, you know, everybody just kicking back. But he wanted to move the crowd. See, he still pepped up on the old school shit.
You know what? One more question before we head out. People that lowride and hop, do they got to hit their own switch, or they can let somebody else hit their switch?
Yeah, they need to hit their own
They
shit.
need to hit their own switch?
Because I don't consider giving credit to a motherfucker that's hitting his switch,
I ain't
and
gonna
it's
be
his
hitting
car.
your switch, fuzzy.
It's his
Shit.
car.
I'm not gonna hit it.
It's his car. It's your car. You supposed to know.
Come on, man. You,
Hey,
y'all
hey,
gotta-
hey, but to all that shit,
You
tweet.
know who raised me,
hey,
so-
fuzzy.
Yeah.
Hey, fuzzy.
He on that
So,
little-
hey, fuzzy. So all that, tweeter, you go hit my switch. You know, I bring my 59.
Crazy
I'm
as
not
shit.
hitting your switch.
Crazy as shit. But on that note, Rat, we appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey man,
Thank-
I love all this.
One love.
I had a good time. Look, right here, my nephew, my brother Tweet. Look, we represent Lowriding, and whatever comes with it, you know, try to set a good example for the young coming up instead
Up
of
and
the
coming.
ones going down.
That's right.
On that note, we out. Peace.
One love.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this nice right here. We all right.
Ain't no question.
I just had to laugh about some shit because he cuts up. You know what I mean?
On top of the world, sitting on the throne, king of Chevys in my lap is a two-door Brougham. Hey, hey. On top of the world, sitting on the throne, king of Chevys in my lap is a two-door Brougham. Hey, hey. On top of the world, sitting on the throne, king of Chevys in my lap is a two-door Brougham. Hey, hey. On top of the world, sitting on the throne, king of Chevys in my lap is a two-door Brougham.